What's good, everybody? It's your boy Tiram and back with another video. So this is day 3 of back testing my US30 strategy to see if I can be able to fund $1,000. Yesterday I was trying to demo trade the move of US30. One thing I realized, let me just go to that one first before we go to the back testing. One thing I realized, this is what I was trying to trade, right? One thing I realized, I started on the daily time frame, and I realized that we were quite bearish, like the closure of this candle over here is quite bearish, and we had put in a swing high over here, and we are bearish. That was the idea, and I wanted to see price continue to go down. But as I went to lower time frames like this, right, I also saw this swing high here. See this over here, and this became a protected high for me. This one over here became a protected high for me, and price was somehow like this, right? And my expectation was that price pushes where it went, like you see there, pushes up here, and then we push down. The problem is that I was not patient enough in my head to know that if I sell here where price came, and let's say I put my stop at that high there and expect price to push all the way down to this bullish order block here, right? That was where I wanted to see price go to, that bullish order block. One thing that I think I'm constantly in need of improvement of is patience. So let's go to the lower time frame. I think my entry point was found on the 5-minute time frame. You can see how price pushed all the way up into this, the last move up here, the last move up before the candle down. That's a bullish order block. And then price came into this fair value gap. On the 5-minute time frame, that's where I saw a swing high. Was it a swing high even? No, it was not entirely a swing high. Then I looked at this and realized, okay, this is a good area for price to start shorting from. And I delayed the entry because I wanted to see something else. And then I took an entry here. And my stop, instead of it being something like this, where I buy here and put my stop at this high here and expect price to push all the way down to this area where it went, I ended up trying something like this, where I put the entry right there and my stop at these highs. So when you look at this price action, you guys, and my TP still in this area, when you look at this price action, you realize there's nothing wrong that happened in terms of the setup. This is exactly how it played out, but it didn't play out in one go. You see, it eventually hit TP today here, right? But when price did this, when price came all the way back up like this, price pushed all the way back up like this, doubt crept in. Even though the setup is not yet invalidated, even though this is still good, I started changing my mind and I closed my trades, and price came back down. And then this move up, still, if you look at it, it does not invalidate my setup. It does not invalidate anything. So my setup is still correct. I can still keep my stop loss at that high and expect price to push down accordingly, right? And expect price to push down, okay, and expect price to push down accordingly, just like that, and eventually hitting TP on the next day. I need to get to a point where I'm fine with the setup not playing out during the session that I am in, because I'm so much of a scalper. I don't know, I'm so much of a scalper to a point that if if price takes long like this, I start feeling like, nah, it's invalid now. I just have to move on. But I don't. That's something that I need to work on. And I can see my setup was proper. It was valid, and I should have let it be. So let's backtest here and see how far we can go. When I look at this on the daily time frame, price dropped all the way down to this last candle down here. So we have entered into a major and important candle, and we close bearish. I want to see at least the closure of another candle, because what I prefer seeing is more of swings, like swing lows. Like for example, I want to see a closure like this here, down here. Then I will know that I want to go up. So we're gonna play this whole candle, let it finish, and see how it closes. I want a candle that sweeps, because now my expectation will be for price to be bullish eventually, and we take out the all-time high. That's a bullish close. I would love to see a sweep of a low and then a close back in. Or a sweep of a high and a close back down. Something, I don't know. But I want the daily time frame to be the one that determines my setups. We are so bullish in the way things are. I mean, the last two candles. Okay. We have a sweep of a high over here. A sweep of a high, a close back down. But we have already taken the low of the previous day, this one here. So we might be gunning for bullishness. It's not yet clear, but in things like this, I want to see market structure shift bearish. I want to see price, maybe we should come to take out these lows here. Maybe we should come to take out these lows eventually down here as sell side liquidity. Let me increase this a bit. Yeah, down there is maybe sell side liquidity. So what I want to start seeing is market structure shift bearish. For example, we have got price push high and then we broke below and something like that. Time of execution, it should be around 3 p.m. South African time. So I can keep it right there and we replay and see how this plays out during the course of the whole day. But my target will be this sell side liquidity down here. Let's go. Oh, that was crazy. Price already went and took out that low that I was anticipating. Now I'm quite not sure whether we still want to go down or we want to go up. That's something else. Okay, do I have to change my bias? We have already taken the sell side liquidity that I was expecting price to go for, and we've already wiped a few days lows, like this low taken out, this one. My bias is gonna change to bullish. I'm just gonna wait for some price action. If things play out according to a new bias, I'm gonna focus on a new bias. We have another whip of a high over there, and price is moving very crazily. Okay, higher time frame. I want to focus on a higher time frame. We took out the low that I was saying is my sell side liquidity. Now probably we are coming for this high and for price to continue to go to the upside. I want to see the close, but I don't want to see I should not see the close of the hourly time frame candle, because the hourly time frame candle is literally the hour within which I need to trade. So I'm going to use lower time frames. I want something clear, something that I can look at and say, there it is, there it is. I want something like that. Why is it not possible? Okay, this one looks proper. Like for example, we've got this fair value gap inside here. Using that fair value gap and this as a swing low, now you can see the closure of these candles down here, right? This is a swing low, meaning my stop has to be in this area here. And this has a point of entry. This is a point of entry right here. This is a stop loss, and then this is a TP 1 to 2. That will be proper. But let's see how price plays out in those areas. Let's reduce this to 1 minute. I want to see if price can drop all the way down. There we go. That will be the entry. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. I can now enter here somewhere and make this my stop loss. Yeah, I can now enter something like that. I'll be on the 1 minute just to see. Yeah, the 1 minute will be fine. And then let's put our position over there, risking 10%. So I want to risk 10% and see if price can push up. You can see here there's market structure shift here. Last candle down over here and push back up. I changed my bias, remember? So I'm not sure whether this is a market structure shift bearish, but I am sure. So I want to see price keep going up. Let's see. I'm in the trade. Nope, we are out. We got taken out of this trade. Time is already over the... Let me see, what time is it now? Okay, we are already past the trading period. So I'm gonna have to see the closure of the next day. Let's play it out. Let's see the closure of this day. But it did wipe a lot of things. Oh, seems like it's gonna close very bullish. It closed quite bullish, but I was no longer in it. Oh, okay. Here's what I'm realizing. Remember, the initial idea when I was planning to put an entry from here, the initial idea was my stop below this and my target at this high. That was the initial idea, right? A 1 to 2, something like that. And price didn't take me out in this case, but when I pushed my stop to somewhere in here, that's when I got stopped out. So just keeping that in mind for my own notes. for future references. If I determine a stop loss area, I have to stick to it. We close quite bullish. We have a swing low. Now with this week over here, my expectation is that price should remain above the 50% of this week, and I am bullish. I want to see market structure shift bullish on the hourly time frame. I can see beautiful market structure shift bullish from here, and I want to see price continue to push to the upside. What time do I expect myself to trade? Around 3 p.m. So I'm gonna let price play out up until that time. I would love to see some price like discounting, pushing a bit down before we push majorly high. Yeah, something like that. That's what I would love to see. And then I would love to see price now giving market structure shifts bullish. That's a nice push. The element of time is the most crucial. I can buy here, but time does not agree with that idea. Now, when I look at this, I see market structure shift bullish here. I see a beautiful swing low. This one over here is the protected, and price pushed above this. So within this range coming down, I can enter a buy in any area down here. So let's say I need to reduce this to 1 minute. As price pushes down, I can look for my entry point somewhere down there, my target being this high. I really want to see price push down like that. Any closure bullish, yeah, like that. Then I can long here, stop at this low, and target 1 to 2, which is this high over there. To not, this is so that I don't miss the trade and stuff. This is the swing low that's high, that I think is highly protected. Then I can execute from there, and let's watch. I'm in the trade. Nice move, nice move, nice move so far. See the importance of putting, I realized the importance of putting my stop at the right location. See what happened exactly at 3:30. Price tried to push. This is 3:30, right? Price tries to push, take out any stops, but it did not go below this protected low. And we are still pushing towards the direction to which I wanted to see price go to. We have not taken out the high yet, but I think that was a nice move already. If we are taken out of this trade, now it's back to break even. If we are taken out of this trade, that will be it, but that move was proper. That move was proper. Okay, this is another area for entry. For example, if you can use this as a close above, and can use some of these as swing lows, like for example, if this become your swing low over here after price close above this. Okay, I don't remember where my entry is. It's somewhere there. Okay, let it just play out. I'll explain after. If price closes above the last candle up there, yeah, something like that, and now this becomes another market structure shift. This becomes another swing low, meaning I can now take my stop I was able to push this at some point. Now I'm unable to push it. So what I'm seeing in this setup is the need for patience. One of the things that I would have done by now, if this was a live trade, I would have gotten out of this. I would have said, things are not going my way, and I step out the moment price pushed back down. But now it seems like we'll hit TP, and these are the stuff that I need to be learning and teaching myself. That's another point of entry right there for a continuation, like for price to continue to go up. That area right there is a point of entry. That's where I could have scaled in if I was to be scaling into the trade. Then we patiently wait for price to continue to push up. Unfortunately, that would have been a bad, but it's not yet a bad anything, Tida. Let's watch. Okay, I need to see where is this TP? Or is the peak high? Probably I would have been out of this trade, honestly, by this time. I probably would have been out of the trade. Because why would I be holding this trade for this long when I have almost hit TP several times? I wouldn't have done that. Definitely, I wouldn't have done that. So we've been taken out of the trade, but this trade was proper. This was TP levels. This was a good trade. I think I would have taken whatever that I was given there, which makes this a beautiful trade. I don't want this video to be too long, but yeah, that would have been a very beautiful trade, and I would have taken that one. I would have taken that trade. One thing I'm trying to avoid is to get so lost in wanting to hit home runs, and instead of taking TPs. If there's one thing I've learned from ICT is the importance of partials. ICT teaches a lot of partials. Partials is when price is doing great, when you are in profits and you're making money, you should learn to take something and don't just let price go into 10,000 of profit and then come back to zero. Out of that 10,000, you should have already covered at least 7,000 in your bank. You have taken a part of that. And if it is to go back down, you're only putting 3,000 on the line because of the potential of the trade to go your direction. So this was good, even though it was choppy and crazy, but it did deliver something nice according to my analysis. It did deliver something nice according to my analysis. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, my name is Tida. See you in the next video.